They do understand them and simply don't like them.
Saskia is a wise woman, but there's one thing she doesn't take into consideration. This war will be over one day. Who will sow the crops and milk the cows then? Saskia called the serfs to arms. Do you think they'll want to plough fields again?
You may be right, but it's certainly not my business who'll plough your fields. Farewell.
Guilt must be proven. Otherwise, it's vigilante justice.
Down, you surly dog!
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side when we put a sickle to
Humans
your
only
throat.
care how their asses
Save your threats for your hog-smelling
They're
woman.
playing into Henselt's hands. If they start at each other's throats, we'll have to face the entire amount of Kedwin alone.
You can't mix water with fire.
Now, Saskia could.
And you see what they did to her?
Such judgment is above their station.
If not for that damned Yorvith, the serfs would probably be hanging the prince by now.
He cannot be trusted.
Where is the...
If he found proof of Stennis's
Where's
guilt,
the servant?
he'd point his bow the other way.
Where's the servant?
But if it wasn't for him, we could not defend
What he
the
lost
prince.
with her life. Power.
The prince has a coming, methinks.
Good.
Guilt must be
Bloody
proven.
bastard poisoned the virgin.
Is it in here? Or is he in here? Or she?
It's good to see
Give us
someone's
this
taking care
horsepower!
of
Rolling dung, you surly dog!
it. You are cheap.
Why is he lingering about? Like the stench in a dwarven hovel?
Those witches be craving gold. This one's sure to say the prince is innocent, then sting Stennis for a pouch.
He better search for a lad who served the Virgin instead of pissing around.
Yeah, once done with the prince, he'd better take care of the magnets, throwing their weight about too much they are.
You know Saskia's servant?
Willie of the Oblates. He handled the wine, indeed, but loves the Virgin like a sister and mother put together.
He'd gladly get quartered for her.
That'd be weird.
Where's this Willie of yours?
Hiding in his shack, afraid of them lords. Squirrels guard him.
Farewell.
Okay, he's
Give us this horsepower!
just
Rolling
squirrels
dung,
guard.
you surly
Squirrels
dog!
guard.
You will change your tone when we put a sickle to your throat.
Ugh, dang it.
Save your threats for your hog-smelling
Oh,
woman.
maybe that's-
Serfs and lords will never be on the same side.
Who will the Witcher side with? They say someone cast a spell. And the
There
Virgin
goes, should I say?
I've been looking for you.
I don't know you.
You caused quite a commotion. Afraid of something?
No, nothing.
You're lying.
I didn't do nothing. Didn't say nothing, don't know nothing, and didn't see nothing.
I know nothing.
Tell me everything you know about the attempt on Saskia's life.
Come on, please, win.
I heard the priest talking with the prince. This goody-goody said the Virgin is really a beast under her fair skin.
What priest?
Olcan, the one killed.
So there's no way I can check if you're lying.
I swear on my mother's grave I speak the truth.
What else did you hear? Tell me.
I was putting Saskia's room in order when the priest came to the prince's chamber next door. It wasn't speaking loud, but I heard the priest say, "Just clear the servants from the kitchen." Nothing more. Reverend Olcan, only he could tell you how it was, beginning to end.
The dead aren't very talkative.
What about what they leave behind? There may be clues or some such.
Maybe.
I've got a...
Get used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Henselt and make Bergen her capital.
Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this successfully.
Greetings. Hang them all by the balls and let them swing.
Where's the pass? Where's the passageway? Okay. It's like a maze.
I don't know.
Not the corner.
What's this? Clad in hues of green,
make it. We can make it. Why is it telling me to go outside of the whole area? Oh, it's not apparently. I guess he's in here. Or not. Or maybe he is... Yay. Got it.
They lie in wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scalan can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
I need to know where Reverend Olkin used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map. It's about right here. See you, Governor.
I'm not a governor. We can make it. We can make it. Got time. Yeah, I don't think I finished this quest. So there's a lot of quests I didn't finish.
I heard.
Shut your trap if you don't know what's going on.
I've got to go through here. No.
If not for that damned Yorvith, the serfs would probably be hanging the prince.
That's where Olkin's... Is it underground here, or... What? Oh, just... Oh, it's just telling me to go there. Okay, whatever.
How do you say? Do the gods favor Lady Saskia, as she claims?
The gods never favor revenge who seek to topple the natural.
Strange aura. Nothing interesting.
Horns, always interesting. Wait, what did I just pick up? Aha! We have them now.
Skia the pious. Black magic don't cling to her.
I think we'd best change the
Screw
subject
the
before things
kings.
get out of
Give
hand.
the people some power.
Regard.
I got a serious career proposal yesterday. One of your best lads, eh?
We have them now.
They say someone cast a spell, and the Virgin fell as if dead.
If not for that damned Yorvith, the serfs...
Serfs and
Go
lords
get
will
the
never be
lads.
on
We
the
won't
same
stand
side.
for this.
This is
Humans
nonsense.
only care how their asses blaze as his stations do.
I'll cut the block
They're
off the
playing
next
into
man who
Hitzel's
dares try his
hands.
luck.
If they start at each other's throats, we'll have to face the...
Can we have a word?
Why not? I'm Ogden, a founder. I cast mugs, plates, chalices. You need any, Witcher?
No thanks. The tableware in the council chamber is your handiwork?
It is. Made it back in Mayor Farragut's time. Since then, each and every goblet has hit the floor dozens of times, and what happened? Nothing, because they're steel. My goblets are indestructible, impervious to both the fury of sovereigns and servants who are all thumbs.
Saskia's chalice was new.
Aye, it was. Back in Mayor Farragut's day, a venture Saskia was no more than an itch in her da's breeches.
Who ordered the goblet from you?
That goblet was a gift.
Oh.
A way for the folk of Bergen to pay tribute to Saskia. I got the honour of casting and presenting it to our lovely leader. The lass liked it so much, she's not used any other vessel since she received it.
Was the order for a normal goblet?
Not a chance. It was supposed to be a gift. I ornamented it richly, even on the inside. Not terribly practical, that, as it's hard to get clean. Some scum is bound to remain. But I wanted it looking downright regal, worthy of our Saskia.
The other chalices were not ornamented on the inside?
Course not.
Any chance there could have been two identical goblets?
Why, there's no craftsman that comes close to me in Vergen.
Could someone have tried to copy your handiwork?
Ha! I know of one who's been trying for years, but he's a fumbler, a screw-up. He's not produced one decent vessel. They all look like the work of a drunken elf. Thorax, his name.
I remember this Thorax.
See you at the inn. We'll grab a beer.
You can't mix water with fire.
Enough of this charade!
Try to be reasonable, folks. Sit down and talk in peace.
We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scalenburden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
Indeed.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage.
That's why! The mongrel covets the crown!
Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt?
Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think.
See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud.
He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him.
One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much, then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The witch is right. Give us Stennis.
Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
It's not clear how the prince poisoned the wine, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that.
You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanted to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes! His serene dumbhead the prince can, curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married...
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he'd put on a dress and play a girl bunny?